Oh, hello there. Hey guys, how's it going? Just coming up with another video here. Sorry, you told me to move my computer around a little bit, but enough about that. But yeah, I know it's been a minute since I did my last video, and I've got my reasons for it. I say that because we're down to the last couple of days of 2020, with 2021 on the horizon. I thought just maybe do a bit of a year in review, something like that, or at least just talk about things. Maybe this could be considered um, a video update. Excuse me if you heard that. Just ripping a little bit of ass here. Anyway, but yeah, I guess maybe as I mentioned, maybe a year in review or just talk about things or whatever. I haven't done a year in review of sorts for a while. I think the last time I did that was 2017. Never did that for the following 2 years, 18 and 19. Here I am. So, but yeah, just yeah, 2020. It's been quite the year, hasn't it? So, how do I feel about things? Well, hmm, well, I could say it's been like any other year, I guess. I mean, it's had ups and its downs, but what a way to start the new decade, huh? You know, um, pandemic sweeping its way through the world, country, killing many people, and um, our the United States economy um is basically a house of cards. We were kind of in a bit of a bubble, and it was probably going to pop at some point. In this pandemic, what caused a bubble to pop. So, damn. When January of this year first started, as with every new year, we think, "Oh yeah, new year, awesome! It's gonna be kick ass." Poor were we in first. So, hell, um, first, uh, first week of January, said month and all that, I was sitting in a motel room because I was up north and I'm in Maryland. For those who don't know, I'm an American. Uh, um, I was on a vacation. Up, I was still in the state, just another county. I was in Frederick County to be exact. I was in a town called Thurmont. I've been up there many times. And in fact, the motel I was in, I've been there several times throughout the years, um, and it's the school that my dad went to for college, not too far from there. Well, it's within a few miles of the motel I was in. So, but yeah, I was up there, and of course, it was during that time that we stupidly assassinated an Iranian general, nearly sparking World War III. And luckily, it was not. Luckily, it didn't take place. The whole thing was averted. But again, we shot and killed someone. Well, through a drone, I think, but never actually killed someone, which it shouldn't have happened, but it did. Especially, you kind of have to wonder why do we kill people internationally and domestically, of course, but even more so internationally and all that. So, especially when the people we kill have no are of no threat to us. You got me, except that we've got an establishment goon who's very much pro-war, even though he speaks the anti-war language. But I don't know. I have no idea. So, but yeah, but so we did that. Um, uh, this pandemic that we're in really ramped up around like March. Well, at least in the sense that it was killing people left and right, like it's doing right now. That's where we start being told to wear masks and this, that, and the other. And prior to then, of course, we were just this is before we really know the severity of it. So How do I feel about that? Well, of course, even though we are in a, I mean, even though we're one of the supposed to be one of the best countries around, the way we go about reacting to things compared to other countries, we must be a third world one. You still don't have universal health care. You still don't have tuition-free college, but, living wage, stuff like that. Uh, and so something that things that every other country has figured out in some form or fashion, we still don't have them because we're just like we're an oligarchy. We're the top 1% rules. When I say that, when I say rules, and I don't mean it's awesome. It's just they've got power over the establishment. That's we're being run by them. So, um, so yeah, and so there's that. So I mean, with me, when I go out, I wear my mask. So I'm not anti-mask. Or it's well, let's put it this way. I can't. It'll be a pretty kick-ass day. Uh, when when it's under control enough where we don't have to. All right, you're fine. You're good. Don't worry about it. Sorry, that was my phone. Ignore that. But anyway, I wear it. Excuse me. But you have to wonder about these goofy ass people who act like, oh, I don't want to wear my mask. My body, my choice. Okay, so you're pro-choice, and well, as if to say, and of course, my rights, my freedoms. Like just because wearing a cloth over your face, inconvenience, inconvenience. Ugh, you know what I'm trying to say. It's a bit of a hard word to say. It how does it inconvenience you to wear it's a cloth over your half your face? Well, people. I mean, I know we tend to fear what we don't understand, but even more so, we some of us for whatever reason, have this healthy dose of contrarianism. Why? You got me. So, and why, you have to wonder why do people act like they know more about the fact? They know more about the facts than the actual fact, if that makes any sense. Like how Ben Shapiro says, um, facts don't care about your feelings. Well, people have this I warped idea where it's the opposite. My feelings don't care about the facts, but they're my feelings. So it can go from anything like climate change, um, certain policies that every other country's can figure out in some way, and in this in the latest case here of this pandemic, wearing masks. So, um, I let's put it this way: it would be ridiculous, for example, for me to go up to my local pharmacist and tell him that uh, I know more about medicine than the guy who's been to pharmacy school. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So, so they think people are being cheap. No, no. It's people like them that really set us back. Because repeating bullshit doesn't make you a truth teller; it just makes you nice. Sorry, not sorry. But anyway, so just enough about that. What else is there to talk about in terms of world events that's happened this year? Well, we are in the middle of an election, 2020. Now, Trump was, of course, re-nominated by the GOP. You kind of saw it coming because the few Republicans that tried to primary him, there was no chance. The GOP belongs to Trump at this point. Now, as far as the Democratic side, it was almost Bernie Sanders. It wound up being Joe Biden at the last second. Why? Barack Obama made a few phone calls and a few establishment candidates that ran for office. Mayor Pete, Amy Klobuchar, Kamala Harris, Beto O'Rourke. Those two had already by that point dropped out. The last two, the previous two, I'm sure you know, they got behind him at the last minute and ganged up on Bernie to the point to where the man dropped out. And on that front, you can unironically say, thanks, Obama. Man ran uh, as the man on promise as FDR gave us milkman. And that's pretty much what he is. Milk those neoliberal centrists. Some good things, some bad things too. But Obama's presidency is um that's a whole just a different discussion in and of itself. So. But motherfucker, that man guaranteed us that we're going to continue on status quo again, because it's presidencies like his that give led to the rise of guys like Donald Trump. Unless we somehow get lucky by the next election and a better candidate comes around, that isn't much better than Joe Biden. Let's say like Nina Turner, for example, or Bernie. Like if he were to run once more, it's probably not going to happen. Or any other candidate like them. And so unless a good candidate, an objectively good one, they'll actually take us in the right direction. Unless they show up, then we might just get another fascist dude like Trump, a more competent one. When it comes to Bernie, he was very close to running away with, at least from a plurality. So I'll just put this in the words of Orson Krennic from Rogue One. We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. But Barack fucking Obama got in the way at the last minute. So, as I mentioned in my last video, I voted for Biden, but I didn't. It was a reluctant vote, and I was as principled about it as I felt I could be. Um, you know, and I voted for him, but I did not enjoy doing so. But I'm not going to give up on my own values and my own beliefs. Like I want Medicare for all. I want tuition-free college. I want living wage. I want $15 minimum wage. Ending the wars, bring the troops home. Um, I want UBI. Yeah, and just a lot of things like that. But until until that happens, you kind of have to make do with what you got. And to reiterate why I voted for Biden, healthcare, climate change, the Iran deal. Those were the three things that were in my mind. I know that you don't support Medicare for all. At best, we might just get a public option. But I want people to have some kind of healthcare rather than none at all. I want people. I just hold people over until we get Medicare for all, whenever that is, whenever that happens. Climate change. He wants to at least get back in the Paris Climate Accord. That would be pretty kick-ass. I mean, you make with what you got. I wish you would support the Green New Deal. I wish he would ban fracking, but just it is what it is. I guess I'm not until any of that can happen, but I want to fight climate change in some way or another, other than none at all. With foreign policy, to the extent I agree with Biden on that front, I want to get back in the Iran deal. I want. I don't want us to go to war with them or any other country for that matter. And so I'd like to bring the troops home because we have no business being in the Middle East or any other country that we're trying to invade right now. Yeah, but we thanks to Bush too, where we are now. So yeah, so because enough, as I understand, the Iran deal was working, but our idiot president took us out of it. Yeah. So those were my reasonings for voting for Biden. So like I said, I was as principled as I felt I could. Make my reasons what you will, but just understand where I came from when I did so. And I'm speaking as someone who supported Bernie. Bernie had been the nominee. I would vote. I would have voted him probably with a smile on my face, but Biden, I did not enjoy my vote for him. So, but to be fair, Bernie did make his mistakes. He should have been more aggressive uh, in terms of going after Biden. Like he's my friend. He's my friend. He's my friend. You can beat Trump. You can beat Trump. You can beat Trump. He kept on sticking to that uh, to the point where he couldn't see through. He's too much of a nice guy. And that he was kind of blinded by that. And right after he dropped out, he didn't use his leverage like he should have. Like, hey, this is what I want you to do in your first 100 days. Do it by executive order and stuff like that. Even if he didn't get everything, he could have at least gotten some things. So, but again, he didn't do it. And the Biden campaign played him like a fiddle. And now, all right, Bernie, you did your job. Fuck off now. It's like I'm Bernie. I know you probably not. I know the man's probably not going to come across this video, but I'm going to see this anyway. My dude, them Democrats are never going to like you. No matter how principled you are, they think you're full. They think you're full of it. They're never going to like you. Why placate them? Why go along to get along? You know, I mean, he can crack some skulls when it comes to the Republicans, and not quite with Democrats. So they can't get to him because he's uncorruptible. Like yeah, he's still like they're never gonna like him, no matter how principled he is, no matter how much he's in lockstep with them. They're never gonna like him. Hence why they fucked him over twice. Twice. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. And it's kind of funny how uh, when we when we have uh, like at a touch elitist telling us you need to vote this way or it's your fault you got or it's your fault we got 4 more years of Trump. No, broken system's fault. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's the establishment's fault. It honestly is. And people who say shit like that, they sit in their ivory mountain on top of billions and billions of dollars in cash, and tell you it's your fault. That's like the epitome of out of touch. Now, if you're using your wealth as a force for good, awesome. If you are in touch with your people, even when do have a bit of it, awesome. More power to you. I hope you keep on going with that. But I don't know. But yeah, and I guess speaking of the of 2020 election, Biden won. Now, locally, I guess whatever that means. I think were it not for COVID, Trump probably would have gotten a second term. Now, if Bernie had been the nominee, Trump would have really had a good fight on his hands, and probably would have been cakewalk in Bernie's favor. But I think the reason why a lot of people voted for Biden, and never mind the blue no matter who crowd, is it was not so much a vote for Biden being because you believe in Joe Biden, but it was more like a vote against Trump. So so yeah, I mean, for those who voted for him back in 2016, all right, let's shake up the establishment a little bit. who voted from based on the populist rhetoric. But at this point, all right, let's go back to how things were a little bit because we gave him a chance. He failed. Let's just let's always get some sense of normality around here. So yeah. So and of course, Trump has been doing the whole voter fraud thing. He that's because he's been doing that for months. Why he doesn't want to lose. He wants to keep on holding on to his power as much as he can. That's why he's been saying all this shit about mail-in ballots being good. And just I think it's because he did. I think he knows that uh, once he steps down from office, he's going to be indicted at some point because of he's a career uh, criminal as far as financial dealings. Uh, you know, he's done a lot of shady shit. Well, shady being a bit of an understatement, but you know, he's a corrupt businessman. He's done all sorts of shitty deals, all that, and the presidency protects him, and that's why he wants to stay in power. So of course, he lost, you know, and and of course he's been all these cases have been taken to court. They've all been thrown out, except for maybe one, but even then it's inconsequential. And of course, he's been saying all this shit like, "Oh, we we won landslide, dead people voting. Why can't people see your votes?" Well, all that shit has been debunked, but people still believe that. Oh, look at how rampant this fraud is. Again, believing bullshit doesn't make it truth, though. Again, you're naive. You believe anything like that. Sorry, not sorry. You know, and the Electoral College determined that Biden won. Hell, Mitch McConnell has even said, "Yeah, okay, Biden won." If Turtle Man in a minute, I can other people get, So yeah, your guess is as good as mine. So, so I don't know, man. I honestly do not fucking know. But I guess enough about some of all that. So, what's been going on with me? Well, I've just been hanging around. Some days are more eventful than others. How's my Christmas? Not bad. I can't complain. I get anything cool? The best I've been able to get, thus far, are a couple Star Wars shirts I got from my aunt. One has stormtroopers, a stormtrooper rather, Boba Fett, and Vader. The other one is set up in much the same way as um, uh, the periodic table. It's got characters, vehicles, even a few planets. In fact, let me tell you. Um, uh, um, let's see here. This one. Um, right here. See what I'm saying? You see that? There you go. There's that one shirt right there. Oh, pants. Okay. So I know I had. Let's see here. Yeah, I probably should have got these shirts. I probably just filming the video. But see what I'm saying? There you go. But yeah, but yeah, um, but yeah. So there you go. Anyway, there's that. And also think, have I ever done any online shopping over this past year? I have. A lot of things I've gotten from eBay. Some of them I've showed off in the not my last video, but the one before last. But show off some things that I didn't think to show off for. Um, got a few books right here. Um, yeah. Yeah. Now, shit. Um, pardon me, guys. Let's see. These two I've had since elementary school. Picked them up at a bookstore next time over, which don't exist, sadly. Um, the rest of the ones I have as of now, I picked them up of like eBay, Amazon, places like those. Um, these two came from Amazon. Um, and this one, this one, this one, and this one all came from eBay. So, um, let's see here. Picked this one up at the Best Buy about a year ago. Didn't have a slipcover. I wish it did, but and I picked up this one here at the same time as you know the remaining three eBay. So in fact, I'm doing a rewatch. In fact, I'm down to my last 4 episodes. I'm gonna plan on getting down to them whenever I can. The most recent thing I came was this. I got the game for PlayStation, but I just haven't played it yet. I have another strategy guide um, based on this game right here. In fact, I've got a crate full of PlayStation games here that's off camera right now. Where did I get it? A friend of my dad's gave us these games. I just happen to have them with me right now. I got an, I picked up a strategy guide for this game at the same time I got this one, but I don't know what the hell happened to it. I don't know where it is now. I don't know if I'll get it, and if so, I don't know. But this one came a day late. I can suck that up, but if it comes, it comes. I don't know whether to get my money back, but I don't think I can really be too mad at the seller, even at all. But all can, as like I said, if it comes, it comes. I hope it does, but if so, whenever possible, whenever it does. Um, yeah. There's that, and what other things uh have I done? What's in my personal life? Well, next, today's my grandma's birthday. She's 90. Um, only one of my grandparents to reach that um stretch of age in their 90s because my remaining three grandparents may they all rest in peace. They're all in their 80s when they respectively. Um, my maternal granddad 83, my paternal granddad 81, my maternal grandma 87, and my paternal grandma 90. So may my deceased grandparents may they rest in peace. So, fact, if you can see this picture right here, that was my grandfather, Willie. A little fun fact about myself: I'm of Italian and German descent through him, because his parents were immigrants. Uh, uh, great Italian great granddad, German great grandma. So there you go. That's probably one thing I've never. I don't think I've ever mentioned that, but I have now. What a fun fact. That's a little something probably I haven't known about me before. You know, as far as my background, uh, there's like I have Italy and Germany, of course, in Germany. So um, I'm largely English, but like there's a few other things in there too. Italian and German being one, two of them. Um, but yeah. Um, Another thing too was I was had a computer for a period of throughout the entire summer. I was relegated to my phone because my old one crapped out on me, but I've got my new one right here. What is it? I know it's an HP one. It's the HP series one because my last one's an HP EliteBook. So so and uh well, anything else that happened during the summer? Well, my dad was in the hospital for a few days with toe infection, but he recovered from that. Thankfully, it wasn't a gangrene, so there's that. So, and of course, I also went on vacation to Gettysburg. Um, I've over the summer. Um, I've been I've been to Gettysburg many times over the years. The hotel we stayed at, uh, is when we've been to several. So I got that going on for me. So another thing too is I turned 28 this year. For anyone, my birthday is February 28th. I was born in '92, so I guess my birthday was significant in the sense that my age matched the calendar day in which I was born. That only ever happens once in your life. I mean, for me, it did this year. So I'm gonna be 29 in a couple months. So after I'm gonna be 30. Um, in fact, what did I get for my birthday? You know, a couple DVDs of the movies Rocket Man and Bohemian Rhapsody, both of which I saw in theaters. I got that from my aunt and uncle. So I was at I spent the day with my mom. Part of the day anyway. I was at Barnes and Noble for a time. Did I pick up anything? Yes, I did. Um, um, uh, uh, I picked up the Sun and Moon guide right here. I have the Ultra Sun and Moon guide, but not this one until now for that. And um, uh, this thing right here. Well, of course, you know I'm a lifelong Star Wars fan, and I'm an avid gamer too. So combined, it came close to $70. I went through and found them, but if you know me at all, I don't particularly like spending large gobs of cash. Always not by choice. Um, when it's by necessity, all right, you suck it up. But by choice, I don't particularly care for it. And if I do, I don't exactly jump for joy about it. So, so I guess that's some of the things that are going on in my life. So, yeah. So I guess if there's any, I guess with all that said, that's sure some of the things I've got to say and think about. And I guess another thing too, but to add about when it comes to current events. Um, where um, there's a vaccine for COVID, um, being uh being prepped up and all that. Hopefully, it's good. There's probably going to be some people are going to be, no, I don't want that vaccine. You know, hey, when it comes to the anti-vaxxers, this whole thing probably adds a new notch to their belt. You know, just I say, I'm not going to get my vaccine. Well, you know, good fucking luck. It's going to be natural selection at work. It's kind of funny how you downplay something until it happens to you. You know, like you're anti-gay and anti-gay marriage until your loved one is gay. You know, um, you know, you're anti-mask or you downplay COVID until it happens to you, or at least one of your loved ones. So it's like, okay, motherfucker, you're not. It's like again, I don't. I need to be this edgy truth teller when you're really not. You just think you are. I don't know, man. People are weird. They really are. So just, I mean, I don't wish ill. I'm not. I don't wish ill on people will realize I don't want. Try not to, but you know, when something happens to you personally, when you previously opposed something, good luck. And even if you don't, even if that's happened to you personally, still don't learn your lesson from it. I don't get you. I really don't. I don't know. So I guess with all that said, that's all I have to say right now. And if there's anything I've probably forgotten to say, I'll probably realize it after I've finished filming this video here. here. So, just with all that said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. And sorry if I got up a few times off. Could be off screen for a hot minute, but you do what you have to. So, I guess with all that said, rate, comment, subscribe. And I'm signing off. See you next year. Peace.